how did you go from being in the club to creating content? Because that's one of the things you're known for.
Yeah.
Like your funny content.
When did you realize social media is the way to go?
I knew it before I started buying into it. Because me and Craig and even other people, shout out to Chinadu Naka, Chase Manhattan. It's a lot of dudes, Clayton Thomas, Barry Brewer, all these dudes, Tony Baker, Chaz Rogers. I mean, all these dudes were doing content back then. And I was going Dion Lack, and Twilla, I can't forget them. A lot of people were doing content over 10 years ago. I was trying to DP everything. I was trying to get hired to make some money. I'll shoot your shit. I'll direct it.
Right.
I was behind the camera.
Okay.
Yes, for years, for a decade before I got in front of the camera. Now, mind you, as an actor, I had an agent. I was always acting. I was always auditioning for like TV shows and commercials. But when it came to like social media, I was behind the scene.
Okay.
Trying to promote other people or try to get hired to shoot their project. I literally was the guy before. This is my camera set up and green screen. I've been exactly what you're doing. And before I got in front of the camera on social media, once I started doing that, that's when shit took off. And that was 2017.
Okay.
2017, I decided, man, I got to start doing my own shit. And a lot of that had to do with one of my closest partners that I went to college with. He won Sundance. And shout out to my boy Marty, man, Namdi. He won Sundance in 2017. I was there. I was in Park City, Utah. And this was his first film in the project, in the festival. He won Viewer's Choice.
Wow.
And sold that bitch. And I remember us being 17 to 18 years old in college talking about movies and doing trivia and watching movies together.
Right.
We used to sneak in the movie theaters in college and watch movies. And so that passion he had as well, but he went and played pro football for years. You know what I'm saying? Then once he was done with football, he really started diving into the filmmaking, and the production. And he won Sundance.
Was he taking those same classes that you was taking?
Nah.
So
he was taking business classes.
Okay. So he had a different route.
He was going to get his master's at Harvard. He was going to Harvard to get his master's in business. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then he stopped doing that, and he was already in the league. You know what I'm saying? He was already making heavy bread. So I'm assuming that he quit school to dive into filmmaking.
Okay.
Meaning that's what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what he did. And so fast forward to 2017, he won Sundance. I was like, bro, I gotta come home and change something up. Whatever I'm doing, I've been hustling, but I gotta hustle differently. I gotta maneuver my hustle.
Right.
And I said that's when I say social media is where I got my fan base, because me and him had made a short film in 2012.
Okay.
5 years prior.
Okay.
We submitted it to Sundance. We didn't get in.
Oh, okay.
And as I was shooting, I've been always creating. I was always shooting. I DP'd that movie. You know what I'm saying? I DP'd another movie that me and Barry shot, my boy Barry Brewer. We shot in that same summer in 2012 called Perfect Plan. And we premiered it at the downtown the downtown movie theater in downtown LA.
Okay.
It's not up no more, but it was there back in the day. And so I've always been trying to plug away at it, trying to make it as a auditioning for different roles, different TV shows and shit like that. Nothing ever broke for me yet. So I was like, man, I got to do something. Social media, man, it seems so daunting because I was watching other guys with millions of followers. I'm like, man, I got 92 followers right now. How am I going to get to that?
Right.
Then I decided, well, bro, you got to start somewhere. Just stop thinking about how much you don't have and just start thinking about, well, I got this access to these cameras and these ideas. Let me just go.
So what was the video that you made that you was like, oh, this ain't that hard?
Well, it wasn't hard. You mean the question? I think the real question is,
but like the
response,
video,
because the filmmaker, this is what I do. I chop, edit, you know what I'm saying, create, right? But you talking about
what was the video that where about
Tiberius?
Oh,
Tiberius, the Hood Hitman. Tiberius, the Hood Hitman. That blew me up. That had Snoop Dogg, Tech Nine, different other rapper, other celebrities was following. Was reposting it. It went across the country.
Now, what did those 92 followers turn into after that?
Ooh, I think shit, like probably like 3,500.
Okay.
And then 5,000.
Okay.
And then 7,000. And then 10,000.
Right.
If you go scroll down on my feed on my page, you can see when I hit 10,000. I took a picture that said 10,000.
Okay.
And then my next one was 50,000.
How many episodes of The Hitman did you do?
Overall, I think so far I did like 9.
Oh, okay.
9. Yeah, and that's hard. But I didn't want to. So it was it was Tiberius. The Bang My Line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody knew me for. Now everybody thinks of the Lesbian Homie now.
Yeah.
I didn't progress to that.
Right.
But initially Tiberius was the Hood Hitman. You know what I'm saying? So
shit is funny.
I had a t-shirt, I had merch on it. You know what I'm saying? I still got merch. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you was going for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have like a debate in your mind about high art and low art since you have a filmmaking background as you were
high art
and low art? Because
high art, okay.
Yeah, you know how social media is looked upon, like in the filmmaking world, but it makes a lot of money.
It's low art can make you so much money now. It can make you millions. I'm high art still. I still love. I'm a film purist. I still want to get to the top level. I would love to win an Oscar one day. I would love to win an Oscar one day. But you got to put the work in. You got to have that caliber work. I know the difference between this is a sketch that went viral that I made some good money off of. But if I want to win Sundance one day or win Cannes Film Festival, or if I want to sell this to Netflix, I got to upgrade the quality, upgrade the cinematic level, all that. So yeah, there is a difference, and I know the difference. And it started off with me. If you look at my videos, I tried to make it look like as TV-ish as possible, even as a sketch. A 1-minute sketch was damn looking like a movie or a TV, because not necessarily in the greater quality. Because I had a 5D Mark II, I had a 5D Mark
Mark III?
I had a Canon 7D.
Oh yeah. That was popular for a minute.
Yeah, I had a Mark II. I had a Canon 5D first, but it didn't have Mark IIs don't have slow motion.
Oh, okay.
And the Mark IIIs do, and the 7Ds do. So my homegirl, shout out to Desire, she was selling. She's a photographer, and she had a Canon 7D, and she did some bread, so she was gonna pawn it and sell it to a pawn shop. And I was like, "How much is it gonna cost?" She was like, "It's gonna cost me $300. They gonna charge me $300. They're gonna give me $300 for this camera." I said, well, "I'll give you $300. Just get the camera to me." She said, "Fine." So I had my 7D. I went crazy. Bro. I had a couple CF cards and a couple batteries, and a mic, a lens that was damn near out of focus. It was an old L series lens. It was old and cracked a little. It wasn't cracked. It wasn't broken, but it was broken because the focus ring wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'd be out of focus. You got to really fine tune it. And I had a mic that I took from my boy Sean. I didn't take it. I was using it and I never gave it back. Had a hiss to it. It was an old raggedy ass mic, a Rode mic on top of my camera, and that's what I started with. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But that's what got me the fan base. That's what got me to become monetized. That's what got me to make some money to feed back into my equipment. Right. And now I got the bread, Sammy's camera. I'm feeding back Amazon. I'm buying everything, but I'm spending all my money on. I'm still broke. I'm not broke no more, but my clothes are still raggedy.
Like anytime you have money, instead of I'm not I get money, I'm gonna buy some Gucci. I'm gonna be like, oh, let me see what type of equipment is on BH Photo.
Let me see. Then I remember back in the day when Aperture wasn't even cracking yet. Aperture just hit the scene, and now Aperture is it. Aperture. I mean, there's so many different companies now. Right. Because I can't afford what the fuck are they? Ari's. Oh, yeah. Ari kit.
That's ridiculous.
Thousands of dollars. I don't have that yet. And then when I did have it, it still didn't make sense. Because I mean, you're gonna have to spend a $250,000 on real equipment at that level. You know what I'm saying? Or you can spend a couple dozen thousand on some Aperture equipment. Okay. And it's going to be just as good. Aperture, shout out to Aperture.
So what was your next video after the...
The next video, because I didn't want to get typecasted, because I did the hood, the Debo, basically. Right. Tiberius is like a big gangster nigga. Right. I was like, I don't want to typecast myself only So my next video, it still counts. My first next video was I'm Coming Too. I did a sketch series called I'm Coming Too. And that's a dude named Adonis having a girlfriend named Sade, and she don't let him do nothing without her. Like, she's so overbearing, so jealous that she won't let me do nothing by myself. Anywhere I'm going, I'm coming too. So the first episode of me and her on the couch watching TV, I get up and I'm about to go to the bathroom. She's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "Baby, I'm about to go to the bathroom." She's like, "I'm coming too." What you mean? I'm just about to be in the bathroom. I'm going to use the restroom. I want to take a dump.
Right.
I'm coming too, nigga. And it cuts a quick cut to me on the toilet and her in the kitchen, her in the living room, and her in the bathroom with me. Like, hurry up! How you gonna force my shit? Like, how you gonna force? She's like, "Nah, you ain't gonna be in there by yourself. Well, you might be on the phone with a bitch." I said, "My phone is not even in here. I'm not even. I don't care. Hurry up!" The next cut, I cut to me about to lay down and take a nap, and I lay down and she comes to frame too. She lays down with me. I was like, "Baby, what you doing?" Mm-hmm. I'm coming too. I'm about to take a nap. Yeah, me too. You're not even sleepy though. Nah, cause fuck that. Cause I ain't gonna have you fucking with no bitch in your dreams. That went viral. And so for like months, every time people saw, "Oh, I'm coming too. I'm coming too." And then like that I've done several episodes of that.
So what's crazy is that when I looked up all your stuff, so on Facebook, you have 3.7 million.
Yeah.
On YouTube, you got 1.7 million. On Instagram, you have close to 800,000. Yeah. Like it just seems like you kind of took over social media. And even when we go places and we gonna go get some food, they be like, "Jah, you're my favorite. Can I take a picture?" Bro. Nah, it's dope to see.
And so that's why, even though it might be low art, like sketches, compared to like the filmmaker that's going to enter into Sundance, a film festival or something like that, most filmmakers don't have that access to the public. I thought, like, man, I tried the filmmaker's way, and I'm still always a filmmaker first, but I said social media allowed you to get the people, get the fan base, build a fan base, and if you treat them right, and treating them right just means giving them the content that they like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And appreciate them when they show love. So when I do run into them in public, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to shake a lot of hands, but I appreciate that because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And that's cliche to say, but that's the truth. Like, them viewing your videos, them sharing your videos, what you want. So when you hear somebody say, "Bro, I done shared, man, at least 100-something videos from you to my coworkers, to my family members," that's what I need. Right. That becomes people come to me all the time. "Hey, man, my homeboy, my brother, man, put me on to you. I didn't know who you was until my cousin, he kept sharing your videos in this group chat. Now I know who you are. I'm a fan now. Thank you." And they come to my comedy show. Right. They buy a ticket or they buy a T-shirt. So all that allows me to be a professional filmmaker. I don't have to get a side job. Now I can just do this. Right. And so when I do get a lump sum of money, I do build enough capital, I can produce my own project the way I want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you because, like, with me, I've done, the make a movie, throw it to a festival, get rejected, get accepted to, the shitty ones. And no offense, but this podcast, it's low art. But out of everything in my life that I have cut together, edited, and released, this is the one that gets the most reception, more comments, more shares,
millions of views.
It's like, to my classmates, fuck them.
Right? Because so this is what you do the low art. This is valuable as well, but don't ever lose focus on your shit, the filmmaker in you, because the low art, you might. If in some way you can make some money doing this, or even something else, like the objective is to win a film festival or sell a movie or sell a show, you get to do that. And if you it's just all practice. Because to me, all the sketches I've shot over 500 sketches. That's a lot of practice. So when I get on set, I can move fast. You know what I'm saying? I can edit. I could direct on the spot now. You know what I'm saying? For example, season 3 of Lesbian Homie was scripted. Season 2 wasn't scripted. There was no script.
And was it like Curb Your Enthusiasm where you, in the script, you hit the points that you want to hit, and then you just ad-lib the dialogue? Or
I could literally, in this room right now, everything y'all say on camera, I'll just tell it to you. Say this, and you say this, and you say this, and you say this, say this, say this, and then we cut it. But it's the practice. It's
the goddamn is like that's impressive.
Yeah. So and that's why and at one point it's like sometimes and that's why I feel like my strength is directing. I feel like I'm a dope actor. I feel like I'm funny enough and I'm convincing enough in other characters that I play, even with the drama. But my strength is in my writing and then my directing.
So who are your top 5 directors?
Who? Spike, Quentin, ooh. I love Christopher, brother Nolan.
Yeah.
Not in the order, but even though kind of in the order, my favorite would be Spike. I grew up on Spike. But Quentin is something different. Quentin is so unlike anybody else.
That's true.
He's
Pulp Fiction, crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
His pen game. His pen's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As a writer, I love it.
Crazy.
Django.
Crazy.
I love everything he's done.
I can't say that.
No?
You know?
Not everything.
Like even like projects like Death Proof, which are not my favorite, I still appreciate certain moments he creates.
Right, I get that. Then I'll go. I did Nolan.
You did Spike Lee. You did Quentin and Christopher Nolan.
Oh, and then okay. I got 2 slots left.
Who did the Italian Job? What's the black guy that did the Italian
Gary
Job?
Gray.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if he was going to be on. I don't know if he's going to make your list.
In the top 5?
Oh, not.
You know what? Thank you.
Don't let him pressure you.
Italian Job, crazy though.
But if you got Italian Job and Friday, those 2 extremes, he got to be in my top 5. He don't have to be in my top 5, but I will put him there. I will put him there.
I didn't even know he did Friday.
That's his first film.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, John Singleton.
Oh, he nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Singleton. This in Poetic Justice, Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning, Baby Boy. Nah.
It's funny. I seen the star of Boys in the Hood yesterday in the weight room.
Boys, Cuba?
No. The
Morris?
I think the one. Is it Boys in the Hood?
Or Menace Society?
Maybe it's Menace to Society.
Was it Kane? Was it Tyron?
The little short guy.
Dark skin dude?
Yeah.
Tyron Turner? Probably Tyron.
Okay.
That's Menace Society, yeah.
Okay, Menace to Society, yeah.
And that was dope
I just seen him last night.
The Hughes brothers, they should have kept making movies.
Yeah.
Them dudes. So that's when, now mind you, of course, there's so many others. Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson?
Yes. I mean, he's
like, you immediately recognizes him.
He's probably the most visually, that's Wes Anderson for sure. He's so and Spike too. Spike with the. Hey, I love guys who have their brand of filmmaking. Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Spike always do that little floating thing.
Yeah.
Where the dolly that the guy is like moving with it. Yeah.
When I see that, I be like, oh, it's a Spike Lee movie. Yeah.
So I would say Spike, Quentin, Christopher Nolan, F. Gary Gray, and
John Singleton. Okay.
But here's the thing, I love so many movies, bro. I love so many different directors,
like Godfather and all
I was at France, Coppola.
Like that's interesting about him because he had like a 10-year that he just makes masterpieces, and then I won't say he fell off the cliff, but then he did. Sometimes
filmmakers get to a point where they try to make some idea that they like, but everyone else might not like. Yeah, like that could be the case. And what's his Scorsese?
Yeah,
Scorsese taught Spike some shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
fine. Do you think you want a career like as Scorsese or Clint Eastwood that you're directing into your 90s?
I feel like I will direct something. I mean, I feel like I'm a director forever. But then again, after doing these series I've been doing over the last couple of years, they're like movies. You know what I'm saying? Like they're series because they're 10 episodes. But Lesbian 3 was 400 minutes. 400 plus minutes. You know what I'm saying? I think it was 406 minutes.